Congratulations, you're sub 20 now. Now on to the next major milestone, sub 15. So tip 1, find out where you need to improve. Now, to do this, you'll want to record your solves and then watch them back later in slow motion preferably. You want to pay attention to when and why you pause when you do this. Another way to do this is to actually use multi-phase on CS timer. Essentially what multi-phase is after every step, you hit the spacebar and it makes a note of when you hit the spacebar during your solve. So then you know, oh, it took me this long to do cross, took me this long to do F2L, and so on. So essentially, after you're done with cross, you hit the spacebar, and then you do F2L. Once you're done with that, hit the spacebar, and then you do OLL, hit the spacebar, do PLL, hit the spacebar, your solve's done. Now to turn this on, you'll want to go to options, then timer, then put multi-phase on 4. To turn it back off, you want to put multi-phase back on 1. So once you're done with your cubing session, you can use the data CS timer provides you to find your weaknesses. My average 15-second solve looks like this. You can compare this to your solves to find where you need to improve. Tip 2, once you find out the areas you need to improve in, you'll need to practice. At first, you might need to improve literally every step. So you'll need to improve cross, F2L, OLL, PLL, all of that. And maybe you're lucky, maybe you just need to improve F2L, who knows. But regardless, I have some tips for that. So if you're practicing F2L, I recommend you use slow solves. Now, most people know slow solves, but for those who don't, this is what they are. Essentially, you'll want to solve the cube slow enough to where, you're not pausing. So if you're pausing, you'll want to slow down. So essentially, go as fast as you can without pausing during F2L. Trust me, this helps work on your look ahead, which is a very important skill in the future. Practice cross, you want to do blind cross, which is all you really got to do. Scramble the cube, then inspect your cross, find out what you have to do to solve it, put a blindfold on, and then try to solve it. If you get it, good job. Remember, at this stage, you might not be able to inspect all 4 cross pieces. If you have to, you can go 2 at a time, or you can do 3 and then do the 4th one by itself. So inspection is very important because eventually, once you get faster and faster, you want to use it to inspect all 4 cross pieces plus an F2L pair just to limit pauses. It's very helpful, trust me. So then to practice OLO, I recommend using an OLO trainer. The one I use, there's a link in the description. It's very helpful. All you got to do is select the OLO cases you want to train, and boom, you got it. This helps all last layer because the OLO scrambles don't give you a PLL skip. So you're essentially working on last layer in all instead of just OLO, which is, is very helpful. Tip 3, know when you're burnt out. Okay? It happens to everyone, and it does suck, but it's good to know. So, you're not killing your hobby, essentially. I recommend taking a break if you're burnt out because, breaks are very helpful. And every time I've taken a break, I seem to come back, I guess, more motivated, if that makes sense. Or you know what? You can just watch a documentary. The Speed Cubers on Netflix. It's a great documentary. I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna rapid fire these tips so you guys have more time to chill. So here we go. Tip 4, have efficient F2L, okay? It's pretty easy. There's a ton of videos out there, so I recommend just looking them up. Learn full PLL if you haven't already. Okay, trust me, it helps a lot. And honestly, this is the time to learn it if you haven't already. Start learning full OLO. You don't have to learn it all in this stage, I guess, but start learning it. It does help, okay? I finished learning full OLO, so that, I guess that's a thing. Believe it or not, people still solve cross on top now. What? At this stage, people still solve cross on top? Come on. Just solve your cross on bottom, okay? It saves the rotation. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Trust me. And it does help look ahead, so just solve the cross on the bottom. Just like a 5-minute fix. Your cube doesn't matter. Kinda, okay? As long as you have an RS3M or better, you're set, okay? Just get a better cube when you get better. So, but if you want to ignore that advice, I recommend you watch this video right here. So, you know, being serious. Thank you guys for 100. Thank you. I love you guys. Love you, bye.